How's it? So I'm not sure how many people would fall into the same boat as me. Basically, my scenario is I've been using ngrok for a long time, been using Cloudflare for a long time. Um, I've got, if you take a look at my ngrok, so if we just say on 80, if you look at my ngrok account, you can see that the license that I have is a friend of ngrok plan. And what that effectively allows me to do is do white labeling of my links. So instead of me getting an auto-generated .ngrok.io, I can put in my case my random app.beaming.dev. This would all just work great on HTTP if it wasn't for the fact that my beaming.dev and my beaming.net domains both are in the HTTPS, sorry, the HTTPS preload list. Which means that I would never be able to use either of those on HTTP, which is a very good thing. So basically what I've gone and done is made this little app, which allows me to basically say expose secure port, whatever, as a certain name, and that will go and make ngrok work for me still fine on HTTPS. So just a quick one, if we look at ngrok, there's the different plans. For this to be able to work, you need to be able to have the white label domains feature, and then from a Cloudflare perspective, you need to be able to do a wildcard on your domain. So this app wouldn't be necessary if, as you can see here, it says that you'd need an enterprise subscription in order to proxy all wildcard traffic. In my case, obviously, I don't have that. I'm using a free account, which is $0 a month. You can see the business account is $200 a month, and then enterprise is $200 plus a lot more. Obviously, I'm not going to pay that kind of money just to be able to proxy stuff through for demos and other presentations and things. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use the fact that I've got this wildcard. So if I go here, then I go to my reserved tab. I've already gone and added start.beaming.dev in my reserved domains, and I chose the region of the EU. Now if you click on the CNAME here, you can see it tells me that I need to go and add a CNAME to this binding, which is what I've already gone and done. And just as a reminder, this doesn't proxy through. So at the moment what this would end up doing is I'd browse to say mycoolapp.beaming.dev. That would go directly to the ngrok server. The ngrok servers would try to tunnel that through to me, but that wouldn't work because the search on their side isn't for beaming.dev. So once this is set up and you've added the wildcard binding to that path, the next step that you'll need to do is in your account settings for Cloudflare, you go and add a new API token. The token that you'll need to do is basically saying that you want a zone token that has access to DNS and it needs to be able to edit DNS. And then you also want it to give it zone access on the zone to read, and then I'll always try to limit things as much as possible. So in my case, I said limit it down just to the beaming.dev. And then you say continue to summary, that pops up and gives you a token, and you use that token inside the app. So if we take a look at what that will look like, you can see inside the app there's various configuration. So you start off by saying the core expose, which is the exe. If I just go quickly and open up where that is stored on my machine, you can see that I've got expose.exe. I've got this little bat file which I'll show you now, where you can get these from. Basically, if you just run this as admin, it adds whatever path you've got this folder into onto your path, so that you can just type expose from anywhere. So in this case here, I've gone there, said expose set CF auth token, and then the token that I've got from Cloudflare. I've then gone and said expose set the CF config zone, and that I set to beaming.dev. I then said for ngrok, I ran this command, and the wildcard DNS value was start.beaming.dev. And then in my case, I've gone and said that I want to always add a little piece onto the domain. And basically what that will mean is, instead of me generating stuff like myapp.beaming.dev, I'll always generate like that. So I've effectively gone and run this command and added an ngrok over here, so that I'll always effectively be generating this now. And the main reason I do that is because if you see when you run expose, it's not really, because this is the command I generally use in demos, and that doesn't expose anything of ngrok. So the idea is this at least gives the users of the knowledge that I am using ngrok under the cover, and gives some exposure to their product. So yeah, after that's been run, I went and said my ngrok region is set to the EU, and again, so before I close that value comes from where you've set your wildcard in the ngrok portal. I will run through the config potentially another video if this video even gets seen, or at least mildly popular. But for now, what I'm going to show you is, so say we've got a new app. The app I'm going to go and build. Yes, let's call it Web App 5. So we'll go and create that app quickly. Just take this off screen for now. So yeah, we want to go and create it, configure with HTTPS, go for it. Cool, so we've got an app. We go ahead and run this app now. We can see our app's running nicely. We've got a port here. Now obviously if I had some sort of a game on this that I'm busy demoing, people in the audience can't browse to this. So what I can instead go ahead and do, I'll copy this, I can say expose export, so export just being a secure port, and secure port just being that I'm hosting this on HTTPS. So I want to expose a secure port that as demo. So I go ahead and run that, and you can see here that this will switch into the ngrok process, and the ngrok process will run like normal, and it'll give me a demo-ngrok.beaming.dev. If I go ahead and run that, it will bring up my app, which is now exposed publicly on the internet at that path. And you can see, if you look here, the connection is secure, it is a valid certificate, and the certificate is from Cloudflare. And all we've basically gone and done in the background, if I open up Cloudflare console again, is we've looked up this star binding as part of the process. We saw where that CNAME points to, and then we've gone and added our own CNAME that points to the exact same place, and we've said that the traffic must be proxied through Cloudflare. So that's our that's all set up. At the moment there's no cleanup inside here. but one of the things I'll be adding next is the ability for you to say expose expose DNS cleanup or something like that, and that will just basically run through Cloudflare using the config that you've set up and basically clean up everything that matches. So for example, if you have a subdomain, it will run, well, if you've added that subdomain into it like I have, in my case, it will basically go through and clean up star-ngrok.beam.dev just to keep your DNS records nice and clean. At the moment, this project is out on GitHub. Use a nice long name, which is a little bit more descriptive than just plain expose. So it's expose HTTPS dev sites using ngrok and Cloudflare. It's got a little build sitting here inside Azure DevOps with the release, and the release is currently publishing to GitHub. And you can see here's the sort of latest release of working bits, and this is the bits that I'm currently using on my machine. So if you had to download these, you'll have that same folder that I showed earlier. So you open that, see there, that's the same files that we had. So if this is useful, let me know. If this is not useful, let me know too. It'll be interesting. I'd love someone to come back and say, hey, you could actually just do this with this other command that already exists on ngrok. But yeah, let me know. Thanks. Cheers.